Hello again, everyone. I am ready to do my show, and it's very exciting today. The name of the show is Building After the Wreckage from a Divorce. And I want to come out and say hi to everyone. I mean, last week tape was just off the chart. It sparked a lot of conversations and a lot of calls, which is good, right? You get people to start talking and, some emotional connection starts to form. But before I go into the show, as I normally say, I want to just address the audience to say thank you so much for your support. I couldn't have done this without you being there and cheering me on, right? And making this feel like a community, right? And it is a community. That was the intent. And it's good to see that it's catching on. I also want to come out and clear up the friend stuff, because the last tape that I did, which was the tape before the last tape, I mentioned a friend and everybody has been like just asking, who is this friend? What's this friend? And I just want to say it's a friend. So for those of you who are interested, da-dang. So I just want to leave that out there. It's a friend. People have been saying friend, what kind of friend? But it's my really good friend. And I'll talk more about that because I want the tapes to be about my process and me. And then I'll introduce other things. The topic again tonight is that we're going to focus on how do I love me? Because again, going through this process, there's a series of things that I have to do to get me whole again. And as I'm going through these things, I want to share them with you because maybe you're going through a challenging situation and maybe you can take something back, right? So how do I really love myself? One of the things that I do, I look at 6 different things. And the first one is be willing to feel. Because sometimes when you're in a challenging situation, you don't realize that you're not able to feel, right? And what do you feel? It's your emotions that you're really intact with. Do I feel joy? Do I feel love? Do I feel excitement? Do I feel anger? Do I feel happiness? Am I fearful? And when you recognize whatever you're feeling, take the responsibility and own those. Like, that's my feeling. When I own them, and then I walk through, like, why am I feeling joyful? Why am I feeling sad? Why am I feeling happy? And really, because what I realize is how important, suddenly the light goes off and I realize how important it is for me to be a whole person. What does that look like for me is that I'm learning me. And I realize that all of life's challenges, the good, the bad, and the indifferent, is leading me to discover who I was really created to be. So when I go through, it will look differently because I realize that what I'm going through is a process to get to slow me down to know who I am. The other thing that I do is like I move in with intent to learn my triggers. What caused me to go off? What calms me? And what activates some of these triggers that's there. And for me, I don't like when people laugh at me or just use me as a joking, the joke for the evening. It really triggers me, right? But I'm finding out the real roots. So I'm going back. In order for me to be healed, I have to go back to the very first time I probably had a bad feeling or I feel a type of way about something. And it's not just okay to leave those things that I feel. They're important. They're a part of me, good, bad, or indifferent. And it's a part of discovering who I really am and why I react the way I react. Okay? So in finding those things, I really get to, place more value in me and really realize my worth, because I'm not just a simple person, but I am a complex individual, which I'm created to be this way before a specific reason and a specific task, right? So I'm very important. And if I display how important I am, then other people will start to, recognize my importance. Another thing that I do is, as I'm looking in my circle, if I'm not welcome, I am not going to be a part of what I'm not welcome in. Because if I value myself and respect myself, I don't want people to mistreat me, and I'm not going to allow for that to happen. And those are triggers as well. When was the first time that something triggered that kind of response? And that's one way that I learn and, really love me and really appreciate and really even take the time out to realize that, hey girl, you've been through a lot, you've overcome a lot, and you're able and you're capable of going through and managing and becoming one with who you're really created to be. Right. Another thing that I do is decode false beliefs about me. Somebody come and they think that you're this and they think that you're that, and you fall under these. Some of those things for me is that I am good. I want to know, why am I good? I am not well. Why am I not well? I feel sick. I am who people say I am. No, I have to recode or redefine who I am. And that's part of loving me. Who defines me? What you said, you're entitled to an opinion, and that's just an opinion. Why should I let what you feel becomes, like the order for my day? No, it's your opinion. You're entitled to it, and it's not going to be pulling on me, right? I am lazy. No, I'm not going to allow that to happen either. I use positive words to reinforce who I am. I may feel like I don't want to do something today, but I am not lazy. I am not a liar. I am not non-productive. I am a productive person. I may be taking time off from my process, but I'm going to be using words that positively encourages me and build me from within. One of the other things that I look at is dialogue with my inner self. And what that looks like is I communicate with my spirit, because before I am in the flesh, I was in the spirit. And I recognize that my spirit man is stronger than my physical man. So I dialogue a lot with my spirit. And that is just becoming one with me. I let my spirit know sometimes what I'm feeling and allow my spirit to take me back. So what my spirit does is gives me visions, give me dreams, and then I have to go in and decode that with the help of the Holy Spirit. What is my spirit man saying to me, and how does that look? Right? Another thing that I do in my process is take the time to learn and love on me. Love the things that comes up. And sometimes the things that comes up, they're not really the prettiest, but they're a part of me, and I embrace those. What lessons am I to learn from this that I'm going through? Take the time out, right? Learning me, I'm finding out that it is so much work to really learn and appreciate me, right? I have to research a lot. I have to read a lot. I have to decode messages that comes to me daily in terms of people who are talking to me, things that show up. We even just tonight we had to decode something, and it was a jackfruit that my sister got in a dream. And those are the things that I got an animal the other day in a dream, and really breaking down those things to really see the message that is being sent in the spirit, so that my physical man can be caught up with that, so that I am creating a healthy place for me and I'm not going around blinded. The other thing that I do is, again, evaluate my process. Why am I doing this? Am I doing this because somebody said something, or is it I'm doing it for me? Part of loving me is doing things that I want to do for me from a healthy place. I really do not want to encourage behaviors that's coming from a faulty place, like, using ego and pride to build. I have come to a place where I realize that I am only but man. I will have failures and I accept my failures. I will have success. I don't want to compare myself with anyone. We have different talents, different visions, different dreams. So I am fine with me. And that is a huge goal to achieve for me. Being completely okay. I'm whatever shortcomings you find in me, I'm fine with that because I'm a work in progress. Thank you so much. I'll come out again next week where I'll talk a little bit about more into maybe probably answering your questions and talk a little bit more about the process that I have going on.